So today we're going to paint the lion, okay? And it looks hard, right? But it's not hard. It's ideas, and then at the end we go, oh, it looks like a lion, right? So if I don't look at this looks like red with some black in it. It's more black in the corner, less black, right? True, the background, right? The mane looks like stripes of color, super fun, right? And then the face is this caramel color with white in it. Some red parts, some like they're just parts. Does that make sense? So it's not like you have to know how to do a whole lion. What if we just do one part at a time? Okay, so it's less hard. So if you're nervous or excited, just know if you're supposed to be nervous and excited because your brain's like, I'm ready, right? And then your brain calms down as you start to paint because you go, oh, I get it. Okay, so we only have one paintbrush, right? And then to do these teeny tiny things, we're just gonna pinch our paintbrush really sharp and then do it really soft for like mouth and nose. But if I want to make something big, I go like this and smash my paintbrush. Look how big she gets, right? I smash, and she's like, oh, that's a huge paintbrush, right? So we're gonna paint the background and then do this cool fade thing, right? Where it's more dark on the outside, less dark towards my lion, okay? So we need our red paint and our black paint, okay? So find your red paint, boop, and then you peel the lid. Just do it careful because like it gets on the lid. You can still use the paint in the lid, right? But I just wanted to be careful because it's gonna get on my fingers, but it comes off your skin really easy. It just doesn't come out of material because it dries like glue, but it comes off your skin like Elmer's glue, right? And there's my red, and then I'm gonna need black. My black, and it's less black because you see we don't need very much. Then boop. Perfect. You guys ready? Okay, so we're gonna protect our lion first, our lion face, right? The what's that called from the side? I totally forget what it's called when you do it from the side. But we're gonna paint the red part. We're gonna outline it with red to kind of protect our lion, and then paint the whole background. But when we outline, you're like, I can't. This paintbrush won't outline. Well, what if I smash my paintbrush really hard? Now, if I sneak up one hair. Oh, one hair is going to touch the line, and then I push my paint and it makes a perfectly straight line. My whole paintbrush, it just goes bleep, and I look at one hair and that one hair touches the line like this. So let's just see if that's question.
Are we going to do the biggest paintbrush?
Yeah. Oh, you guys have two paintbrushes? I only got myself one. Do you have a big one and a baby one? Oh, see, I only gave myself one. I'm going to have to go get myself a baby one. Okay, so we're going to use the big paintbrush first. I can't remember how I did it. And I'm just going to stab my red like I'm mad. We're picking up a bunch of paint. So I just go stab. Oh my God. Right? And then here's what yours will look like. Did you get it? It's like a lot. But I'm going to go above the line, and I'm going to sneak down and let my paintbrush just touch the pencil. So I go like this, and I go smash. Oh, look at that drip. Smash, and then I sneak up. Sneak, 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 sneak. Oh, it's touching. Now I push, and I let one hair of the paintbrush. Oh, it got dry. Should I scribble? No, that'll make it all like, I just go poke and get more red. Go next to it, smash, then sneak up and let one hair out. And it only lasts like 4 inches, and then you have to get more. But we don't wiggle, we push our paint. That makes sense? Now you do it and see if it's true. You're like, I don't know. Well, you don't know until you do, because this is earth, and my words don't mean anything. Doing is learning, right? So that's as far as I got. I got this one little stripe. like that. Did it work? Did the one hair trick work? It's making a big paintbrush mark, right? But only one hair touches the pencil. Now let's keep going and go down his nose and under his chin. So I just stab my red, stab, right? Because it's a big blob of paint. But then I go out, oh, not touching. I go outside, and then now I can sneak up, sneak. Oh, because and then I push my paintbrush. I'm like a bulldozer. I'm not scribbling. That's for crayons, markers, color pencils, because you only get one baby stripe of paint. We could go smash. Oh, look how I had a big glob of paint because that went really far. Oh, that's not perfect yet. Ooh, now it is. Hey, that's getting on my nose. Let me get that off. Calm down, paint. I did that because I don't care, because it's all going to be red. So. And I'm always looking past the camera because my TV with all your guys' faces are behind my camera. So if I'm always looking over there, it's because I'm trying to see you. You're over there for me. Now, who found out that was true? Right? When you heard me the first time, you're like, what? And then you did it and you're like, oh, it's true. How about up and over his ear and his hair? All right. So I just go, stop. Get a little poke of paint. Uh-oh. I have to turn a corner around his ear. So I smash my paintbrush above the pencil. Smash. And then I sneak down into the pencil and I push. Oh, then I can turn the corner. Go up and over. There. And what about all this? It looks all ruined. You know, well, that's all going to be red. We're just worried about our outline. Like we're making a whole inch protection for our lion right now. Did it work? Yep. Now, look at this. Everybody pause and look up. We put our hair flicking backwards, right? So does it really matter that we follow those zigzags? No, right? It's really a texture of hair. So those are just ideas of which way the hair is going back, then it goes down. Does that make sense? But when I outline it, it's just, who cares? Because I'm putting the hair over the background anyway. So now I'm going to get red. Let's go poke and sort of outline the zigzags, but don't really care. There, right? Not caring, because it's not. We're gonna paint over that, so we don't care. And then little zigzag, zigzag, don't care. It's ziggy-zaggy-ish, so don't be like, do not try to go around the zigzags all perfect or something, because we ruin the zigzags when we put the hair on anyway and paint over them. Nobody cares. And then I fall down the roller coaster like this. Whee! So good. I can see yours. Looks good. Whee! And then what if you have to scribble? That's because you actually think you're going to use both sides of the paintbrush to paint. You actually almost never do. One side of the paintbrush and you push your paint. When you're blending, trying to make two colors become one color, then you go back and forth, you're mixing. But here we're just going whee, like that. And we run out, we just get more paint. Perfect. Okay, what about the bottom-ish? Right? It's going to be just more hair. Look, right? We end up putting hair at the butt. We could just go, okay. So we just go, nobody cares. Like, and this is going to be hair. We're painting over it. Whatever. It's just an idea, right? That there's going to be hair, and the hair is probably going to go to the bottom, but we don't know until we start decorating. Okay, let's check in with our brain. Remember when we started and we were a little bit nervous and we're like, and then now you're painting? Did you slip into calm? And your brain went, oh, all right. It's a little bit, it's all right. I can do this. Okay? So check in with your brain once in a while and go, am I hyper nervous, excited because my thoughts are saying things? But once you start painting, you go, and the thoughts go away. Okay, now let's make just an imaginary line, because we're going to paint the front half, by his face, not the back half yet. So just put a little line for our brain to tell us where to stop. A little poke of red paint, and I'm just going to cut like the paint in half, but I go like from the top of her head and like halfway here. It's just for my brain. It's not real. I'm going to paint over that, but I just want to tell myself to paint in front of this line. So otherwise we'll paint everything like that. Right? Okay, now we're going to paint all this solid red. Scribbly. And basically do not use the tip of our paintbrush. That's really sharp. Here's my explanation. So here's my piece of bread and here's my butter. I'm going to butter my bread. That's too sharp, right? But what if I use the side of my paintbrush and I peanut butter it on? Right? Wouldn't that be smoother, right? So instead of like trying to go like this, scratch little tiny lines, right? I actually use the side of my paintbrush and push my paintbrush paint around like that. So now I'm going to get red, and we're going to paint this whole front part, but we protected our lion, so when we get near her face, we just slow down. So now I'm going to get some red, and I go, stop, right? And then I just land, and I go scribbly, scribbly, push and shove, push and shove, scribbly, scribbly, push. Oh, I got near, I touched it, right? I disappeared. I came back. There I am. Scribbly, scribbly, scribbly. Oh. I don't want any white dots showing, so I'll show you. I'll make it closer. Look at, see the white, there's not enough paint right here. It's all dry, see-through. No, it should be thick like this part over here. It's not, because I use way more thicker paint, so it's not see-through, so I just go, stop! Okay, scribbly, 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 scribbly. Oh, slow down, I'm near her nose. Scribbly, 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 slow down. Like that. Can you do that? We're going to paint the whole thing. Look at you go. You're not even waiting for me. Love it, because you understand it, so off you go. So I'm going to all the way to the edge. And if I see little white speckles showing through, no. I get, bye, there. Okay. Okay. Make sure it's thick enough, it's shiny, right? But thick enough that not white part show through. Now I can do by her chin. Scribbly, scribbly, scribbly. Sneaking up, oh, closer, closer. Oh, more paint. I just, see how we made a little protection around our lion so we can't hurt it, because our brain, when you outline something, knows to stop, right? Stop. Now I can get more. Oh, I didn't do the corner. Are you farther than me? And are you doing it tiny and little, or big scoop and then push and shove and push and shove and push and shove and squish, 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 squish? Right? I do not have to do it tiny and thin. This is acrylic paint. It's like liquid plastic, not watercolor. So I'm not afraid of the amount of paint I put. Look at how much paint. Mine's dripping. Lots of paint. And then I push the paint around, shove, 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 shove. And I can tell when it's not enough paint. It sounds scratchy. It's like dry. No. Don't like it. I want more paint than, oh. Slow down. I'm near her ear. Okay. Touch, 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 touch. Touch, touch, touch. Look at you. And you're using lots of paint. Right? Look at me. Look up. I get a lot of paint. How come? Because this has to stay wet for a little bit. Don't put it on thin. Lots of paint and then smear it around like peanut butter or frosting. Okay? I say that because I see some people going like this with a little cute little poke of paint and they're going, that'll take all day. No. More paint. I gotta hurry, get to the bottom. Oh, what if I paint my cardboard easel with paint? So you're gonna keep it for another time. You can get paint on it. Won't hurt nothing. Go all the way to the bottom. Lots of paint. Shovey. Now I'm gonna go hunting. I can see some parts that are not as thick as other parts. I can totally tell. It's just drying a little bit, and there's parts that are more red and parts where pink is showing through. So I'm gonna go back and go hunting and just a little touchy, something, a little extra. Using the side of my paintbrush. Let me show you what happens. Just pause real quick. I'll show you what happens when I use the tip of my paintbrush. I go like this and I go, and it scratches. You can't see it, but it literally turns more pink. You can see the white through it, and I'm like, that would dry pink, and the rest it's too sharp. So I use the side of my paintbrush, almost flat, and push and shove, smoothie. Side of my paintbrush, slippery. Tips sharp, right? Remember, we're only doing half. Jocelyn, right? We don't need to do this half because we have to add black and the back half will dry. Okay, so we're just doing front half because this is acrylic paint, so it evaporates. The water just gets, sucked out into the air, and we need it to stay wet for when we blend and put the black in. See, look at the original. Ooh, right? Has this versions of reddish black in it. So thumbs up if you're ready for the next part. Is it all red? You made it smooth? Show me thumbs up. Oh, I see two. Two people ready. 3. Okay, so everybody watch. Now I'm going to get black. Got it? Got your black, okay? Oh wait, look, Alexander, you gotta paint from the nose all the way down. You did the top across here. Look at mine. Just across the front of the face, all red. Go Alexander, paint, make it red, hurry. And remember, you don't have to be careful when you put the red paint on. Just throw it on there. Throw it on. Because we're going to blend it and smooth it anyway. So everyone else, we're making a tiny pause. Because some people are going to catch up with us. Tiny pause. Oh yeah, and I want to let you guys know I'm going to record this too. So anyone not here, or if your device turns off, that earth, right, technology, you'll get the YouTube video and you can watch parts that you missed or that you didn't quite get, or if you have to go early. Okay, no worries. Okay, now I'm going to get my black. You guys ready? Okay, so now I'm going to get black, but I'm not going to get a huge stir. That's too much. Maybe I'm going to stick it all the way in, but I just give it I'm not going to go, not like I'm mad, just some. So I just go and poke. There, I got some, but I did not stab it like a crazy person. I was more relaxed. You got it? Did you get your red? I mean black on my, but look at my paintbrush is dirty. So we're about to make reddish black. So I'm gonna drop it off like a 7, a backward 7 in the corner. Ew. Just drop it off. I just wipe it off get off my paintbrush black, and I just touch the very edge. And I don't blend it in or anything. Black. I just put the black like a backward 7, like that. Wipe off a poke of black paint. Just wipe it off. Great. Now look at mine. Everybody pause and look up. Look at how it's very black in the corner. We just put black there. But I'm going to do it in rows. Look at me. Everybody watch. Right? So I'm going to go scribbly. I'm going to make very blackish red. But I'm not going to get more black. I'm going to let my paintbrush run out of black. So I'm going to go the next row. I grab the bottom of that blackish red and push it deeper into my red. Then I go a row closer. I'm not getting more black. I'm trying to run out of black. And then I'm running out of black more. I'm running out of black more. So by the time I get to his face, I'm out of black. You want to see me do it? Okay, so I'm going to scribble my 7. And it doesn't matter how you do it. I've seen it done like zigzags. I've seen it done in X's. I like all the ways. Don't care. So I'm just going to go side to side like diagonal. And I'm just going to make reddish black. Just one row of reddish black. Watch me do it. Nobody paint. So I'm going to go side of my paintbrush. Oh, very, very blackish red. How big is that? Like 2 fingers big? That's all. Up, down, scribbly, 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 scribbly. I made blackish red and then I stopped. And I rest. Blackish red. It's only 2 fingers big. Did you do it? Okay. Ooh, now everybody pause and watch me do the next part. So make sure you're watching because I only have one painting. So everybody watch. Now I'm going to grab half of that blackish red and pull it deeper and closer to the face. So I don't need more, just what's on my paintbrush. I'm going to cut this in half and go, okay, I'm grabbing it and pulling it down, but only half, just the bottom of it, up, down, up, down. Oh, it's more red because there's less black in it. And I'm pulling it towards her face. Scribbly, 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 scribbly. See, it's more red that time. Now, how many of you can guess what happens next? Don't we have to get all the way up to the face?
More scribblies?
Yeah, I'm going to cut that in half. Don't even be more red. Less black. Look, there's almost no black left in my paintbrush. It's like a speck. So I'm going to cut that in half and get closer. Oh, it's running out of red. I mean black. It's almost invisible misty black. Look at one. Look at, it's just turning into like a dirty little red. So I have how many colors do you need for 3D? 3. Dark, medium, light. Well, dark is where? In the corner. Where's medium? Halfway. Where's light? Next row. Dark, medium, light. Who knows what's going to happen next? You can predict. Right? I cut this misty red black and even invisiblier and get closer and closer to my lion until I run out. All right. Oh, I'm pushing. Oh, I'm trying to push kind of hard. Because it's all drying on me. Now I'll go even closer. Oh, it just looks like powder. It's invisible black because there's nothing left on my paintbrush. It's invisible. Close to her ear. You want to see up close? So where's my dark? There. And then I cut that guy in half and made medium. And then it became lighter and lighter and lighter till I get really close to my oh, did I drop the, oh wait, I'll just, that was a mistake. How come? Because I went up here and touched black and I picked up more black on my paintbrush. Oh well, I'm not going to have a good fade like you. Whatever. Life. Who's ready to do the next part? You know what I'm worried about? I'm worried about this is not, look at how it's only barely shiny left on my painting. I need to put more red on that. Do you see that on the bottom? Can you just, dirty paintbrush, it's totally fine. I'm gonna get more red and just, cause look at, if it's not shiny, it's not wet. Right? So look at only that part shiny, already dry. So I'm gonna go, oh, just a quick one little layer of get it wet with some red. Just not very much. I just, whoa, okay, Chevy. And I have a fan on me because I get hot in here. So mine's probably drying faster than yours. Unless you're outside and the heat will dry your, oh, listen, I can hear that. Do you hear that? It's all, that is dry paint. More paint. Should be slippery, slippery, slippery. You can do the sound effects. Okay, now it's shiny. See? Mine is wet. Now I can do it. But we already did the top corner. Who can predict what's going to happen next? Shouldn't we put it in this corner? How about if we put it in the bottom corner like an L? Right? So how much black was that? Did I stab hard? I just went like this. It's a poke. I just went, yeah, poke. There, I got some black. But I wasn't mad. I was poke, just gentle. And then where do I put it? On the bottom, like an L, right? Hello, like that. Great, now what do I do? So I want how many colors for 3D? 3, dark, medium, light. Well, this is going to be my dark row, right? Then the next row will be medium, and farther will be lighter and lighter. And then I can connect these two worlds, right? Right there, yes. Okay, so first thing I do, I have to hold mine up a little bit because of the, can't touch the bottom, irritating, right? So I just go, okay, how big? About 2 fingers big. I make reddish black. Scribbly, scribbly, scribbly. So much you fall off the page on the bottom. Oh, you know what? I'm going to push it all the way and connect with the other way. Watch. Up, 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 up. He's running out. Oh, he made it. They're touching. Yay. Like that. And how big is it? 2 fingers. 2 fingers. That's my first row. Did you do it? Okay, now do you know what's going to happen next? But instead of pushing towards the face, now we're pushing up. So I grab half of that black, just half of it, and pull it up another row. Ooh, and I have to scrub hard because my paint's drying. Ooh, I did a whole nother row. La 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 la. I didn't touch the bottom. How come I can't touch the bottom? Because she's all the way the darkest dark. I cannot touch that. I like it how it is. But maybe make a medium row next to her, only grabbing the very edge of the black. Scribbly, scribbly. Who got a good, did it change? And it's more red, more like smoke. Right? Oh! Can we go closer to the lion? There's almost going to be no black left. It's going to be dry like chalk. But I grab the very bottom of this, the edge of this black and go, okay, let me see if I can't make very misty, misty, invisible, 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 invisible. I can barely see it. And I can't go and touch the edge anymore all the way to the edge of the painting because it's too black. There's way too much black paint there. So I could only stay in here. And just the filthy little dirty paintbrush is all I'm using. Just there's a speck of black in there. And I'm smashing my paintbrush all the way and scrubbing kind of forward and tilling this just to make a dirty little black close to my lion. Dirty, dirty little red. Dirty, 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 dirty. So did you make a fade? Where is it the most dark? On the bottom in the corner? Where is it less dark? Because we're on purpose running out of black paint. Another row, another row. I'm running out, it disappeared. That's pretty good, right? And then remember how I told you it didn't matter the texture of your paint, right? Because when we put on the red, because we end up ruining it when we do the blending. So you guys are being all careful putting on the red. No, we ruin it anyway. So who cares? Who wants to do the other side? Right? Don't you think this back side will be super, super easy? How come? Because we've done it already. So what does our brain already know has to happen? We get the whole side red, and then we black in the corner, fade, fade, fade. We already know because we've done it before, right? And that's how human brains are. If I talked about it and you watched me do that, you would not know how to paint. But now that you've done it, you're like, oh, you run out of paint on purpose inside of another color. Well, let's try it. Here's my red, right? And look at my outlines already dry. That's how fast this paint dries. I know. It's liquid plastic. Because you know acrylic paints means plastic. Or acrylic nails, right? Acrylic paint, same thing, plastic. So I'm going to stab like I'm mad, my red. And I throw my red all over this side. And do I care what texture it is? No. Because I ruin it when I put the black on. So I just go stab. It was totally a lot. Whoa, I'm going to drop it on my carpet if I'm not careful. Okay, there. La, 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 la. Get it sopping. Ooh, get it sopping wet. Oh, push, push, push and shove, push and shove, push and shove. La, 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 la. Sound effects. La, 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 la. Stop. Ooh, careful with the dripping. Mine is going to, whoa. Okay. Scrub, and then push it around, shove it around, pushy, 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 pushy. And then instantly, and then see how it turns scratchy noise? It's too thin of paint. It needs to be slippery. More paint! And now how confident are you how much paint you get? Aren't you just like getting paint and throwing and scribbling? Look how confident. Didn't that happen fast? You're just like, yeah, I know how to do this. Watch me. And remember, if you're just joining us, you can skip the whole background. I promise you. And then I'm going to send you the video and you can watch the video to do the background. And then it will come out right. Is that okay? So do not stress, we're almost done with the background and you can catch up with us and do it yourself later, okay? Because look how easy you'll just outline the lion after she's painted. No big deal, no big deal. Who's just throwing the paint on there? There you go. How much paint are you getting? A lot. And if you already painted it, do you have to paint over it? Yes, because what do I need it to be? Shiny, right? So what if you painted it when we did the other side? You're going to have to give it another coat so it's shiny, so it can make new color with our black. We need it to be slippery and shiny. And you're just scribbling, huh? How come? Because you can't hurt your lion. We have that whole inch of protection around lion, right? Okay, now we're going to get black. Are you ready for black? We got it sopping wet with the red. Okay, how much black was it? A lot? No. So I just gonna get a poke of black. Poke. Huh? And I just make a 7 in the corner, wipe it off, wipe it off. There. And it mostly came off onto my corner, right here. It's a 7 now, huh? In the corner. And can you predict what's going to happen? Yes. Okay, so it's 2 fingers big. But look, when we scribble, let's scribble all the way over over to the other side so we can connect the two worlds, the front half and the back half, okay? So I'm gonna go scribbly, 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 and then I'm gonna keep going, going, going. They're gonna connect, and they touch. Yay. How big is it? 2 fingers. How come we know how to do this already? We've done it 2 times already. And what does your brain, your human brain, know how to do? Is learn by doing, right? Okay, you already know what's going to happen, right? Can I cut that in half and make a more reddish black? So I go, okay, just what's left in my paintbrush and just half of this black. I just pull on the end of it, like I'm yanking on it, and then I go, keep going, and make the other world touch. They touched. Did you do it? Okay. Now what's the very last part? There's just a tiny bit of black left in my paintbrush and just a little bit of on the edge, and this will be misty, almost dry black, like smoke. Okay, what if I get it in her hair? We're painting the hair, right? It's totally not gonna, so I just go push it in, just the edge of the little black, and turns into mist. But wait, I'm gonna keep going until it goes over her ear. Oh, the two worlds touch. Does that look good? Jess. Now how about the bottom? Did you get it? Did you pull it all the way, half and half and half and half, and get it to the line? Okay, now the bottom. And then we have to connect down here on the bottom and connect on the side. So easy, because we done it. How much black is that? A poke. Don't stab it hard. Look at how much black I did on this one. I got a lot of black. So this is less. So I was a little aggressive last time. So I just get a poke of black. And I just put it, now it's a backwards L, right? La in the corner. And if you already know what to do, I say you do it. No helpsies. Just ignore me. You go. You know what to do. You don't need me. We've done it 3 times. Okay, so I'm going to scribble, make it 2 fingers big. Oh, it's very black. It's very black. Oh, I have to connect those 2 worlds right now. I have to go on the bottom, over, grabbing, pushing. Oh, now the 2 worlds meet. Okay, and then I have to go up the side. It's okay. What if I run out of paint? So, let's go up. I'm running out of paint. I don't even care. It's just dirty mist. Don't care. Okay, falling down. Can everybody hear me okay? Nope, I went off. I keep skipping. Oh, there I am. I'm watching me on there and it looks like I was muted. Okay, now I cut that in half and that in half and that in half and that in half. Can you do it by yourself? Yes, you can. So I'm pushing it up. And I just grab half of it, not the bottom. I like it because she's already black. Ooh, mine is dry. My red is all dry. I have a fan on me, that's why. Okay, I'm making it reddish black. I'm having to push hard scribbles. And then I can pull up half of that. And I'm running out of black. It's almost invisible. Should I add more? No. It's just going to be more red in the corner. And it looks really good. I ran out of black. It's invisible. Yay. So how many colors for 3D? 3. Dark, medium, light. Dark is on the very bottom. Then I made medium, medium. Then I made light, light, invisible, invisible, and almost pure red. Yay! Did you do a good job? Okay, let's look at our 4 corners. Is this one your worst corner? And this one your second worst corner? Or this one your better one? And the bottom one your best? Why? Because how do we learn on earth? By doing. So I was learning, I was getting better, I was understanding, mastered it. Earth. You have a human brain. It's your parents' fault because they were humans. But you have to learn by doing on this planet. So you can't just like know something. Like bees. Bees come out as bees and know how to be a bee. Not you. Good job. Are you ready to make a mane? Yeah? Okay, I worry about her ears. So we're just gonna outline her ears a little bit. So okay, this is tricky, but I have 3 versions of brown. I'll put brown in quotes, because, oh, where'd I go? There I am. I keep processing. Do you guys see me processing, or is it just on my side? It's funny. Okay, so there is brown, reddish brown, and then there's this butterscotch caramely color, right? So there's 1, 2, 3. Dark, medium, light. 3D, right? Now I just want to show you something. This is not for you to do. I'm going to open all first. Go ahead, everybody together. Let's open our 3 browns. Two, 3. Oh, I already got paint on my fingers. See? Ew. Napkin. Ugh. I have a bad habit of wiping my fingers on my apron, and then when I'm wearing my clothes and I get peanut butter on my hand, I go like this. I'm not wearing my apron. Gross. Okay, so I got my dark brown, and she dries really dark. I'll show you. This is dark brown. This is her, right? She's dark. And then rusty brown, right? And then there's, red mixed in, and some caramel and some white and stripes. And I just want to show you that, okay? So watch me. Everybody pause and watch me. This is not for you to do. I'm just going to show you something real quick, okay? So I'm going to get brown. I'm just going to put a stripe of, like I'm going to go over one of those pencil lines. This is just for me to show you. You don't do this. So I go, way, I put brown. Way, way. That's fun. Is that 3D? No. That's the most boring thing I ever saw in my whole life. Looks like pudding, right? Well, what if I get some red? If I scrub it in, it'll make brown. Because who's more powerful, brown or reddish brown? Dark brown is more powerful. So I just get some, and I'm going to streak it on there. Watch this. Just one time. I'm not going to touch it a bunch of times. I just go, way. Oh, and I give it permission to be both red. Do you see it? Oh, too much glare. Let me turn it at an angle there. Red part and a red. Did I touch it more than once? No, I don't touch it more than once. Because what happens if I touch it again? Brown. So depressed. Now that's dark, medium. Now watch. Dirty paintbrush and everything. I don't care. A little poke of caramel. Let's see. There's dark, medium, and... Oh. What? Oh, let me turn it at an angle. Okay, so there's reddish brown piece, a caramel piece, a brown piece. I could even get a poke of white, but I don't have my white open. And I just oh, what? Watch. Okay, now watch me ruin it. Do you guys want to watch me ruin it? Watch this. Touchy, 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 wee.
Yeah.
Now what I make? Pudding. It's got no colors in it. I squished them all together. Now I hate it. Now it's just brown. So the trick is what?
More colors.
So the trick is to go touch, done, and then another color, done, right? I do not scrub it in. Does that make sense? Okay, so we'll try that. So I get my dirty little paintbrush. I don't even care. I'm going to start with the light color, the caramely one, and we're going to go around her ears. Hey, we already know how to trace, huh? How come? Because we've done this before. So I just stab my caramely color. Dirty paintbrush, don't care. It's going to make a little bit of shadow in it. And I just go poke. Just a poke. I didn't stab it like I was mad. And I'm going to outline her ear. Ooh. So I don't want to in her ear. So I'm going to land in her mane, in her hair, and sneak up to the ear. So I go smash. And then I go, okay, I'm going to sneak up. Here I go. Here I go. I touched it. And then I go down. Top of her head. Up and over. Wait. Oh, I got it on the background. Is that bad? No. Bye, background. Goodbye. Around her ear. So I went behind this ear and up and over.
Do we do it?
Now you do it with the caramely color. But look at what color mine turned. It's a little bit reddish, blackish caramel. How come? Dirty paintbrush, and I don't even care. Because I like the color. Did you outline? Nice. And then we didn't get it in the ear. We touched the pencil with that one hair. Remember, we went boop and snuck up to it and let one hair touch the pencil. Okay, ready to make the mane? Now look at mine. So I went like this with my paintbrush. Flick. Okay, I pushed away from her head. How come? Because I want them to end in a point. But look, let me explain. If I go like this, I'll show you on this part because I'm painting over this, right? So if I go, watch me. Everybody watch me. Same paintbrush, and I touch and flick up. It came to a point. How come? Because I went away. But watch what I can't do. I'm going to fix it. I'm going to go up, and I'm going to pull back down. Smash. I just made a square. How come? Because I pulled it down and my paintbrush opened and went, Ugh. What I want to do is land. Now it's big, don't care, but push away. Does that make sense? Okay, now let's do her bangs, right? Does anyone use gel anymore? In 2020, do we use gel and spike our hair? No? Nobody? Okay. So we touch the outline that we did and push it back, okay? We'll do it in caramel. So I just get my caramel, poke. And I'm gonna land not above the outline, in the outline. It's my landing pad, right? So I land in it. Wait, I'm gonna go in the background? Yes. Whoop. Wanna see me do more? I land. What? Oh, same paintbrush. Same paintbrush. Watch me, I'll do it closer, right? So I touch that outline we already did is my landing. Landed on it, flick. 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 What if you want to be taller than mine? Go ahead. Start painting. And then mine got dry, so I need some more. I land on her ear and flick. Just go to the top of her ear. We'll do that together. Flick, flick. Oh! Who got points? Can you pull down? You cannot pull down. There'll be squares. I can only push away from her head, away from her head, away from her head. Flick. Who's got fuzzy tops? And where's my outline? Remember when I outlined the ear? It's gone because I landed on it. Bye. But that's only one color. Do we love it? That's boring. Is that 3D? Do I have dark, medium, and light in my main? I do not. I wish it had more color. Let's try this. Let's try this reddish brown. So she's medium. Can you find this one? Well, I do not want to cover all this up. I like it. What if I put little stripes in it and I give it permission to be both? Okay, so I just need, she's all wet, right? So I just get some. I'm gonna go in just the tip. I just go poke, oh, like a little kiss on the end. And now see if I can decorate those. And I'm not painting over them so they all turn rusty. I just want like highlights, you know, when you go to the beauty parlor and get highlights, I just go, one there, oh my gosh. And I give my paintbrush permission to run out of rust. I ran out. The first time I land, how red is it? Oh my gosh, it's way too red. But as I keep going flick, flick, I run out of rusty. I ran out. There's no more. Exactly. I gave it permission. And then I have to stop. What happens if I keep touching it? What color will it be? I'll mix it all together like that. Nobody cares about it anymore because it just looks like... But I got stripes. Who's got stripes? Where the two colors are resting with each other. I didn't make them all one color. I let them be stripes, right? Ooh, is that 3D? What about brown? But how about just look at how much brown I have in mine, right? Maybe just it's very dark, right? So maybe just some. So and just a kiss, just poke. I just go and sneak up on it, and I go and poke, little baby kiss. I could get more if I want it, but I could start off with just a and speak. Ooh. Can you put just a few highlights? Watch. Oh, and don't put 3 in a row the same length. It's hair. So you just kind of go long, short, medium, medium, long, short, right? Don't go 1, 2, 3. So I just land on his forehead and I go whoosh, whoosh. What? Oh, I just put 1, 2, 3 like I said not to do. Let me just push it around. Oh, flick, 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 flick. Oh, I did. Okay, I only got a speck. It wasn't enough, but I didn't know till I decorated. Maybe 1 speck more. Okay, maybe. Okay, there. Okay, now I'm gonna show you up close. And then yours is not exactly like mine. It's a version of mine, right? So I have caramel pieces, brown pieces, and rusty red pieces. And I give them permission to be like that. I do not have to scrub them together. I give them permission to rest. And they're just like hanging out. Let's just crush them. Let's go flick, flick. So wasn't that kind of like the background? We get it all wet with one color and then decorate. Does that make sense? How about if we keep going down his back, right? Now, how about if this part is caramel, but it sticks out kind of flat, and then once I'm behind her ear, it starts to fall backwards. You want to see me? I'm going to get caramel again, because she's my friend. She's my best friend. No. So I get caramel, and I already put the outline around her back of her ear, but I go complete straight, and then very quickly I start to point down. Watch me. And they overlap like I'm mowing the lawn or sweeping, right? And then this one touches, and I'm pointing down, pushing down, but it's dry, more paint. And I land on my outline, by outline, you're just there to tell me where to land. Landed on it and push down, landed on it and go all the way behind his ear. It's caramely. It's kind of straight, and then she falls back, down. This is the hardest part, I tell you. But how come? Because people want to touch it and touch it and touch it and touch it, and then they end up making just brown. What if you mixed all three colors together? It's just brown, right? Well, I want to decorate that. Who got that, right? Ooh, is there any white showing? White is gone. Bye. I don't want any. Okay, now I'm going to decorate it. So I need medium. Is rusty red. And I go, poke. Can I decorate these? So I go, right at the top of her ear is perfectly flat. And then she points down, further, down, 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 down. I can even put more. Down, down. Woo. I give it stripes. Should I rub it more? No. I like that it has stripes. I like it. And I'm done with that. I don't need to do more. And then I push pause. Because is that 3D yet? What do I need? Maybe some brown. Some brown. Do I need very much? I get a tiny poke because I can always get a little bit more. But she's so much darker than everybody, I worry she'll be too much. So I just go poke, a little poke. And then I touch your ear. Where I land first will be very brown, right? And then I run out of brown, so maybe I'll land in the middle. And then I can go, oh, very brown. And then as I go down, down, and I can go up, up. There. So it's just a different version everywhere. I think I was touching it too much. Let me make sure. Do I have dark pieces, medium pieces, light pieces? Done! Stop touching. What happens if I keep touching it? Brown. So I give it, I just go stripe, stripe, like that. Whoosh. Who's got 3D in their stripes? And then we're confident enough to stop touching it and give it permission to be stripedy. Because if we mix it together, it just becomes. Okay, how about her mane around her face? Okay, now we need, dirty paintbrush. Don't care. Okay, so I'm gonna get my caramel and I go, ooh, I gotta trace along her face. Okay, so let's do this. I'm gonna stab my caramel step. It's dirty paintbrush, but I don't care. Okay, everybody pause and look up. Watch me. Okay, from her chin, I'm gonna go I wanna hit this line straight back. Not near her mouth. I'm going right, I go, ooh, and catch up with this one pencil line, because that's her cheek. So I touch the corner, this part, right, and I go, I landed. Okay, like I just connected those two things from her neck and her chin to that first stripe. Good job. Okay, now I get another poke of caramel. Caramel. And now let's do from her ear, like, you see these little lines that here go, let me get, because you can't see from far. See my pencil where it stops? What if I go from ear, you know that connect the dot game? Do I have good reflection? So hard to see pencil. But I go from the corner of her ear to that one, to that one, to that one, to that one. Can we do that? Watch me. So I go, it's gonna look like a backward C. Boink, boink, the top of that one, the top of that one, the top of that one. Stop. Like playing connect the dot with the tops of the pencil lines. Because we all have this curve to our cheek, where we just told it to be a curve for her cheek. Okay, now we can ride the roller coaster. That's that first stripe, not this L, not her, the one back here that we landed on. We can go. Okay, let me play connect the dot to that. Boom. You know, this doesn't have to be so straight. Look I did it all like pointy. Calm down there. I do it like, whoa, like a question mark. Be a little straighter. Calm down. Okay. I don't know what this was. I don't. Okay. Who's got that? Does it make sense? So we just outlined your face. Now what's gonna happen? We just know when we're making our what's her name? Oh, mane. Our mane. We go, and I just want to protect your face, right? So let's go like this, and get some, and do the caramel, and go all the way down. So I go, all right, where's my caramel? Hello. And I go, stab. But I'm going to connect it to the underneath her ear, and then go parallel to the hair we made, and then hit the background and ride it all the way down. So I just go big back, right on the background. I don't even care. Ding. Good job. Now can we get rusty red? Because we're always trying to make 3D, huh? So that's my light. Now here's my medium. So I'm going to get rusty red. Stab! I can stab it hard. I don't care. And I'm going to go touching that one because there's no white showing. So I'm trying to overlap these two. And I go behind the ear and I smash my paintbrush and go, whee! Whee! Did you stripe? Wait, are they perfectly striped? What if I go in between them and make them touch? Make a new color where they touch. Oh, it's softer now where they touch. Nice! That's all. No touchy. How about instead of brown, we use real red? Right? So I get my red and I give it a stab like I'm mad. I haven't cleaned my paintbrush at all because I don't care that these colors mix. All these colors are friends. I stab my red, stab it! And I'm going to go under rusty red and go way and parallel all the way down. I'm going to go on the rusty red. I don't even care because they're going to make a new color. I land behind her cheek, or underneath the ear, sorry, from under the ear, way, neat color. Now, how many times can you touch that? Not too many times. Who's more powerful? I think bright red. It's just the whole thing's going to turn bright red. Calm down. Now, how about brown? Right? So, what if we start making almost, we start going up and then back down like a question mark, but no, don't say question mark because it's too round. Maybe we just kind of make an S, a little bit of a little wave. So I'm gonna get my brown, and dirty paintbrush, don't care. I stab my brown, hello. And I go, ooh, brownish red. We haven't made that color yet. So I go behind her ear, and I'm gonna, cause you know how you're like my ponytail, it's all tied to the same place. So I go, way brownish red is so pretty. Nice. Oh, white pieces are showing through. I have to touch it more because the white's showing through. I'm going to crush it one more time. Okay, there. Bye, white pieces. Maybe one more, another row next to that in brown. So I stab my brown. All right. But it's going to have less red in it, right? So I stab brown. And I go behind her ear again. I just land on the my outline, and I just go, way! Oh, that one was more brown. And I have to paint over my ew, because a good thing I get to paint over this ugly spot. I don't like this right here. Look at where I have a thick goober of paint between the two. What? My paintbrush is also a sponge. What if I went gently over that and tell it to calm down? It just blended. Now, ooh, caramel on top of that. Dirty paintbrush, because caramel and brown. But I don't want to push really hard. Who's darker, brown or this caramel? The brown. So if I push hard, it'll just turn brown. So I'm going to do it soft and just put the caramel on top. So I stab my caramel. Just put it on top of the brown. Way up. Wait, that's just a stripe. Maybe I should touch it one more. Can I touch it one more time? I'm going to tell it to, because mine's a little perfect. Okay, that's better. I touched it twice. The first time it was just caramel, and I was like, whoa. Now how about we do brown again? I get brown, stab! Why am I getting so much? How about if we go faster? Do we understand it already? Yes. So stop being so delicate, okay? So now I go, ooh, I land on the landing by her cheek, and I'm just gonna go, wee, wee, wee. I did a stripe of brown, brown. What if I put black in that? Can I go darker? Darker than brown? That's very 3D. But who's more powerful, black or brown? Black by a million. So when I get my black, I'm gonna be very delicate. Like that. So I just sneak up on it and I just go, I could always put more, but I can't put less. So I just go poke. Hello, I'm a little tiny baby piece of black, just a tiny piece, because I don't know how dark it's gonna get. So I can always add more if I want it darker, but if I go stab, the whole thing's black. I'm gonna go right on top of my brown and try to make brownish black. Oh, neat. I'm gonna touch it again and see what happens and smack. Oh, brownish black. Look at the stripes I got. It looks like wood. I want to touch it more. Okay, that's all. Calm down. Okay. I have to calm down. Touching it too much. Okay. How about Rusty again? We haven't used Rusty. And then this time, stab your paint so we can get a whole bunch so it will last a whole swipe. Who's trusting yourself how much paint to get? Who's trusting yourself of just adding color without blending it too much? I know, right? Look how fast you learn this. You have a good brain. So I just stab my rusty brown, rusty color. Now I'm gonna be on my brown a little bit. I don't care. And I go behind her cheek. Whee! Whoa! Rusty brown happened. Nice. Now, how about some red on top of that? How come? I don't know, because we haven't used it in a while. So I get some red. Poke. I just watch me do it. See if you like it. Right on my rusty. Whoosh, whoosh. Hey! I got stripes of rusty and brown at the same time. Red. Whoosh. Okay, now let's open our white. Let's go. Remember how we went black and went even darker? What if we use white and go even brighter? So I have to open my white. Where's my white? I gave us a lot of white. I have no idea why. We really don't need this much white. I was being very generous. Okay, but how much white? A poke. So let's go poke. Because I don't know what color this is going to make. I can't wait. Right on top of the red and the caramel, and I just go whoosh, whoosh. Oh, it's like a highlight. And then I stop as soon as I get Coolio stripes. Right, I have stripes. And then I stop and give it permission. Because I'm not trying to make new color. I just want to make stripes. It's a highlight. It went brighter. Well, how about caramel after that? Caramel. Dirty paintbrush, don't care. Stab. Now we go, how about if we come forward, we're parallel again, whoosh, whoosh. Now it's starting to look like an S. Caramel. And we could put rusty red on that. I get rusty because I'm decorating. I got rusty red. Hello, poke. Right on the caramel. Whoosh, whoosh. Ooh, I got that on the white. I was being aggressive. Let me put a poke of white back on it. Okay, there. I erased it by accident. So I put a little extra. And then what comes after that? Brown. We haven't used brown in a while. Brown again with a dirty paintbrush. It'll make a new color. So I stab my brown. But I land on my outline, right? And I land and put, oh, now I'm going, oh, it's definitely curvy like an S. Oh, I got white parts showing. Gross. Brown. Now red. Because brown is sparring by herself. She looks like pudding. So I get a little red. Poop. And I'm just going to decorate that. Wow. Wow. Oh, I got stripes in red and brown. Red and brown. And then what? And then maybe a little black. So I'm going to go like this. Pook. I don't, look at this, is small. I'm getting very small. I do not need very much black. Maybe it's just a tiny little poke. Oh, microscopic. I can always get more, but I can't. And then I'm going to, with the red and the brown, I can't wait to see what color it is. I don't know. Way. Pretty. Shadow. And do we scrub? We never scrub it together up and down, up and down. How come? What color will it be? Brown. We just make stripe. Okay, caramel next. Who's really close to her chin? Thumbs up if you're close to her chin. Me too. Okay, now I'm going to get dirty paintbrush and I get caramel. Now I'm going to go right along her chin. But look at this triangle right here. Bye. I don't want to see this white anymore. So I go, wee, boom, right in front. Wow. And who's not as far as me? So if you push hard with your paintbrush, how big is your paintbrush? If you don't push very hard with your paintbrush is smaller. So if you were doing small stripes, you were having to catch up with us, right? Because you weren't pushing very hard with your paintbrush. But I was pushing very hard with my paintbrush on purpose, but I'd done it before. So I knew. And then right? But if you're not as far as me, you're probably not pushing as hard, so it's smaller. Small. Well, that caramel is bored. Can I put a little highlight on that? A little bit of white. Decorate. Poke. And I'm just going to go. 2 touches. That's all it took. Boom. Who got some interesting areas? And then especially up here by the top, it's drying, right? And so the colors change deeper, don't they? Because all colors darken as they dry. But what happens if you went like this the whole time? You're gonna have a brown mane, right? It's all gonna blend together, like at the Starbucks where they blend it together and all becomes one color in the cup, right? It all right. And we don't touch it too much. How come? Too many touches, it just becomes a color. Very boring. Okay, guys, ready? Yay. Now we're going to use this and make our ears, right? And look I got some on my ears. I'm going to put the ears on top right now, so I'm not worried. And what color is she? Caramel. Caramel. Dirty paintbrush. I know. Look, there's even white on mine. Is that going to hurt nothing? No, it's a lion. And they're dirty little animals, right? They roll around in the dust out there. They don't care. So I just get my caramel. I don't need very much, so I'm not going to go, stop! I just kind of go, poke. Like that. Let's do because you see the pencil line right here in front of her head? So this one's behind her head, right? It's the ear on this side where you can't see it, right? So I go, oh, and it's lowercase n, right? But watch, I'll land in the ear. How come? Because I'm going to sneak up and I'm going to let it go over the mane a little bit. Woo, and turn the corner and over the background a little bit. Like that. See, now there's no white showing, and now the ear is in front of the background because she's on top of the background. Does that make sense? Great. Well, that, and maybe if it's a little, I can see through it. What if I put a tiny bit of white and just like kind of go swirly, swirly, swirly and mix, how much white would that be for a teeny tiny ear? A speck. Let me get my speck of a white. I'm going to sneak up on it. Oh, baby. Oh my God, that's still too much. I'm going to wipe some off on the neck and calm down, white. Okay, there. I don't know. It's a big paintbrush. And then watch me. Everybody watch. I just wipe it off like, okay, that was too much wiped off. I've been too conservative. Okay. I just go whoop, right? And you're like, what? But white is not see-through. But the caramel is. So if I just touch it a little bit, it'll make like a baby caramel. Smush, 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 smush. Done. Now you won't be able to see through her. I'm just helping caramel be a little knots because this has pigment is the powder they mix in the gel, right? And white has a lot of good powder in it, so it covers stuff up. But the caramel doesn't have, this one, she doesn't have very much powder in her, so you can see through her. So if I mix the two, you can't see through them, right? Now, get the caramel and go the part that's her forehead and this ear in front. So I just go, did I just paint my hair? I would. So I get my caramel and I go poke. Okay, now I'm gonna cut off the bottom of that ear. Why? Because her forehead's in front of the ear, and I just go land in her head and then sneak up and I cut off the bottom of it. There, in front of the mane, letter N. There. I'm going to hold that closer so you can see. So I went in front of her forehead, right? On her forehead in front of that ear. And then around, turn. Yeah. But look it went on top of the mane a little bit. So her ear's in front of the mane. The mane's behind. That's why we had to do it first. Well, that's not a finished ear. I need more caramel. I'm gonna poke more. Poke. Now I have to do, not the blood, not inside the ear, right? But I can fill in the rest of the ear. N, or rainbow, rainbow. Well, her face is in front, right, of the ear. So I just go, poke. And I'm going to cut off the front. Obviously, the hole's going to be black, right? So I just go, rainbow in front and cut off the front of that. Oh, it's like a rainbow, Look how thick mine is. 2 fingers. It's kind of big. So it's a big fat see rainbow. But look at what's near my ear that makes it so interesting to look at that yours doesn't have. Well, obviously we have to add white to the ear, but a little bit of red. Let's add the white first. I jumped ahead. Because we did white to this ear, and this ear is jealous because now she's see-through. White. How much? Pook. I'm gonna sneak just a little bit. Hello. Okay. I don't know why I can't get just a little. I always go, hello. Now I'm gonna watch me on the forehead and the ear, and I wipe it off like it's a big booger. Am I gonna leave it like that? That looks redunculous. That's terrible, but I wiped off the white. Now, can I rub it in a little bit and make baby caramel? How do we rub it in when we paint? Just touch it more. Right? Watch me. So I just go over it a bunch of times, and I just go forehead, 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 ear, 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 in front of the 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 ear. Oh! Now I mixed. Now you can't see through it because why? White's not see-through. Boom! You're jealous of my painting. You know what I did? I went straight back right here. Oh well. It's not how. Whatever. We'll add more hairs at the end. Okay. Now, what about a little speck of red? Did you see what I did on this one? That little piece of red, right? So I'm gonna go like this. I'm just gonna get my stick. Look at me. I'm not using my paintbrush. What? Because I only need a tiny bit. So I get my stick and go, oh, it's a baby speck. Because this will pick up way too much paint. I'm just gonna put it under her ear like a boogie. Get off my paintbrush. I used my stick. Well, what? Remember when we made the misty black and we blended it till it was invisible? We're gonna use our finger. Remember when it had just a little bit of black and we went misty? Well, let's do that. Watch me. Just my finger, my flat finger. Not my fingertips, you'll scratch the flat finger. And I just make caramely ready, caramely red. Oh, I made invisibly red. It's all blended in and blurry looking. But I use the flat finger. And it's just a little red, a little highlight of red on their forehead. So who poked the red? You gotta clean your paintbrush off. Because we're not gonna use red next. So you just get a little paper towel. If you got red because you didn't hear me say stick, right? Just give it a little pinch. Squeeze that red out. Let's all do it. Squeeze. Let's just start from scratch. Squeeze. I fold over that was holding a lot of paint. I did not know. So I fold over my paintbrush and pinch it and squeeze it out. But how come I don't go like this? Rub it to get it out? Because all her hairs will stick out and she won't be smooth anymore. Even when we clean our paintbrushes at the end, we don't rub it on our hand. It'll tangle all the hairs together and they'll stick out. Okay? Oh, so I have a clean paintbrush, caramel. So look at, let me show you your painting. Look at caramel with some white on it. Caramel with some white on it, right? Red, wait, we already done that. What? Caramel with a little black on it. We've done that before. Caramel with a white in it. We've done that before. It's just, so these are all pieces on her face, right? And we're like, we can do that. We've done all this. So I go, okay, the caramely color, because her face is lion color. So I get caramel with my clean paintbrush and I just go, poke. because I have to outline her face again. Her nose, right? And I'm going to attach that forehead that we did all the way down to her nose. But I don't want to cover up her nose because I won't be able to draw that, right? So I definitely go with the trick, and I can let one hair trace the top of the nose. Careful, careful. We don't want to lose our nose. So we'll go slow. But I just get my caramel and go poke. And now I land in her nose and open my paintbrush. Boop, and let one hair touch the background because her nose is in front of the background, so she's on top a little bit. Watch me. So I go smash. And I sneak up, sneak up, sneak up. Oh! On top of the background a little bit. Oh, here comes the nose. I have to stop because I get scared. I get scared of the nose. See, how come you trusted yourself right then? Because we've done that before, so you're like, oh yeah, lady, I got this. Okay, now I'm going to get a poke more. Poke. Now I'm going to go on top of her, and I'm going to try to do it so you can see, but I'm trying to keep my own arm out of the way. But I go smash and let one hair. Wait, why don't I just climb the triangle too? Climb the triangle and up and over her eye. Oh, it's all dry. I need more paint. Eye. You want to see that up close? The shape? It's like I made a, like a tube. Okay. Wow. Do you have good outlines? Oh, did you just fill it in? So I stab my caramel, stab, and what? Scribble, scribble. Not up and down, you'll fall out. Maybe just side to side, right? And I small wiggles. Okay, there. Oh, look at the forehead. I have a dent. I gotta make it straight. Okay, I connected the forehead right there with the nose. I was being careful. It's just pieces, right? Now I need a little bit of white. So how much white? Do I need a lot? No. That is some. I get a little poke. Poke. Okay, everybody pause and look up. As if the light was hitting the top of his nose. I'm not going to put it on the top of his nose, but nearest the top. And a little bit of brightness above her eye. So it's the same poke of white, and I wipe it off. I didn't go out of the nose. I'm just near the top. And then look, there's paint on the white paint on the other side of my paintbrush. I put that over her eye. Should I leave it like that? No, looks bad. But what if we just gently go up and down, up and down? And what if we give it permission to be more bright on the top of her nose, less bright near that triangle, right? So I just go, all right. Oh, what if it touches by the ear? I can, remember how we did the connecting the sides when we did the black? I can go up, down, all the way. Look, watch me. Look, I'm going on top. And I went, yeah. Oh, that's way too bright. I'm going to fix it with my finger. I'm going to tell it to calm down. I wiped it off my finger. And then scribbly, push it around over her eye. Use my finger. My finger works good because I just painted over the red by accident. But I could wipe some of it off with my finger. Like, it'll get off. Okay, there. Oh, so I just go, calm kids, too much. And my finger's like a little sponge and tells it to calm down. Good job. So who find the blending with your finger fun? Is it the same thing as doing the misty part on the background. You give it permission to be misty and almost no paint in areas, and we like that. Okay, now the triangle under this little triangle by her cheek, it's the dent. Ours are round, theirs are very straight and angular, right? So I get my caramel, stop! Wait, it's a lion. Is it really a perfect triangle? No? Look at mine. It's triangle-ish. And then what did I do the edges? Right? Well, it's triangle-ish, right? So I go, okay, let's get it wet with the caramel color and add a little bit of red. All right. So can I paint over what I already did? Yeah, it's all the same color. Let's go, okay, scribbly, and I'm not even careful about the edges. I don't even care, and I go right up to his eye. Oh, triangle-ish. The edges are rough, and I don't even care. I don't care. Because it's ish. Triangle-ish. And we're going to get red, but let's use our stick again. Who thought the stick idea was good for not getting too much paint, right? So I get the stick with red because it lets me only get some. And we'll just get two sticks of red. So I go poke one. I just put it at the top of the triangle. Actually, I think one will be enough. Okay, forget what I said. One. And I used my stick. How come? She'll pick up way too much paint, like a boogie of paint. And then I go, what? That's all I need. I just get off my paintbrush. There. I'm going to clean the tip of my paintbrush because you know I'm going to get that on my face or something. I'm going to do something weird. Okay, fingerprint. So where is it going to be the most red? At the top. Where is it going to be the least red? The edges. I'm going to give my red permission to run out. Watch me. Remember, it's just like the black. So watch. So I go from eye to nose. And I go scribble. Oh, very red. Wait, watch me. Keep watching. Now I go less because I go lower. I ran out. Now the bottom is, oh, look at first, right, very red. But then I went lower, and it just runs off my finger lower. Like, hey, we've done this before, didn't we? Good job. But you know what I don't like? Because I'm so good at making straight lines. It's perfectly straight right there. And it's supposed to be a line. Does everyone see that? Can I just ruin that a little bit with some wiggles? Watch me. Everybody pause and look up. Watch. Let me just show you this. Alexander, watch. So I just go, ruin perfectly straight line. Scribbly. Just ruin it a little. Okay. Let me get it off. I have to. Okay. Let me clean my finger. Try again. Blurry at the above the triangle. Just a little dirty red caramel. I just keep wiping it off on a napkin. Okay, I just less caramely red. Calm. Okay, blurry top. Oh. I keep wiping it off. Okay, there. Does that make sense? How come? Because we want the middle the most red. Above blurry. No red. Calm down. And I just keep getting red on my finger. So I clean my finger so I can make it just a little bit clean finger. Blurry. And blurry on the bottom. Who feels good about that? Right? It's just a weird shape. Look at mine. Look at my original blurry, messy, smeary. Right? Okay. Now how about this cheek up to the triangle, right? So watch me. What if the caramel touches her forehead and the mane and her eye? What? We don't care. Watch this. Smash. Oh, sneak up to my eye. And I can touch this. And on top of the mane. I'll just do this. Look at this. Oh, it looks. What? Ew, look what I did. Everybody pause. When I put the caramel on there, it's like a perfectly straight line. Can I fix it with my finger? Blurry blend. Oh, there. Get rid. By stripe. You looked bad. There. Now you do it. because it came out all perfectly smooth, and it's furry lion, so I rough up my edges with a little bit of fuzzy finger. Hey, I could do the same thing right here. Look up here where it attaches to her forehead. Could I just let's help it attach with a soft finger there. Okay, now I get to caramel it in. Watch this. So easy. Stab my caramel. Blah, 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 blah. Inner cheek, inner cheek, inner cheek, inner cheek, inner cheek. Remember, when you're blending, a finger works really good too, because if your paintbrush just keeps adding more paint. Oh, okay. Just look at me, everybody. Look, watch me. Just the caramel on my paintbrush. I'm not going to get more. I just want to decorate her chin right here. Oh, because I didn't want it thick. All right. I just went like that. But I didn't get more because there was still some on my paintbrush. I just wanted it thin. Okay, watch me. Everybody watch. Still no more paint. Can you fill in this little curve right here? Look how you can hear it, the sound of it. How come? There's almost nothing left in my paintbrush, so I just went, there's that pencil curve right there. And it's all dry. Let's go all the way down to her mouth. Okay, I touched the top of her mouth. Look at what I did. You see? Like that. Okay, now I have to what? What goes right there? A little black shadow. Well, how powerful is black? A lot. So I just use my stick and get my black. How come? She drops off a teensy bit. Just a teensy. So I just get a poke, a black poke. Right? And I'm just going to go like a Nike swish or a I don't know what shape this is, but kind of like maybe that little drawing that was there. It was right there, but we painted over it. There. And then you can lick off your stick. Just kidding. No, you just use a paper towel. You're gross. You're going to lick it too. Oh, how can I do this blendy? Can I use my finger? Let me show you where the shadow is. Right? The shadow is the top of her lip. And then look, it gets dirty caramel, dirty caramel, dirty caramel, dirty caramel, dirty caramel, dirty. All right. Let's do it. Clean finger. Let's go. Let's make some dirty caramel. Let's go up, down, and I'm heading towards her cheek. Up, down, and I'm running out of paint. I see mine. Everybody look at mine. I disappeared all the way up into her cheek. It's like invisible. I'll see through ghost. Yeah. Made dirty. Hey, you know this? It didn't get any of her own shadow. Who's got that? Couldn't I just touch a little bit of black and just make this a little dirtier with my finger? So I just go, okay, it's just, okay, ew, dirty shit. Dirty caramel. Okay, and look for 3D, right? How many color values for 3D? Dark area, yep. Medium area where I started to run out, and light area, invisible dust. Dust. Didn't we already do that with the background? We already learned that. Good job. Okay, paintbrush. That's a good color. Yep, caramel. Wait. Okay, look at my white. So my white looks dirty. What if this dirty paintbrush and I just get white and I give it permission to become dirty white with the caramel that's in my paintbrush? Let's do the top lip first, okay? And it will turn dirty white because there's this in there. So how much do I need? Not very much, just a poke. Poke. And I go, all right, I want it most white in the front of his lip because you're seeing, profile. That's the word I couldn't say earlier, profile. So it's most white here, and the further I get back to the corner of his mouth, it gets darker because there'll be less white and more of this. Watch me. So I'm going to land near her nose, smash, and then what do? Sneak up. Oh, I'm touching the back. Oh, look at it, it's dirty. Oh, now, I almost covered up my black smile. Oh, lions don't smile. They don't. Only in Lion King. Okay, now can we go back, and go backwards, and then I start to scribble because I'm running out of white. Ooh, look at this. Everybody pause. Ew. I don't like where it touched I just wipe it with my finger. I liked it better before. Get off of my red. Okay, there. It's like an eraser. Now, how about her chin? Right? So, look. Where is it most white? Here. Ooh, look at the ratty part on the bottom. How come? Because is her fur hanging down? Do they have to be perfectly smooth? No, I just go flick down. Okay. So I get my white poke. Okay. It goes in front of the profile. Now I want to say that word all the time now that I remember the word. So I go land and then flick. Oh, how come I flicked? Because I made hair stick out on the bottom. I'll show you. I'm not close enough. So I land by her mouth without, I got some on her mouth. Flick. Land, flick. Oh, dirty. How come it's dirty? Because it's in my paintbrush. Scratch. I let the bottom be all rough because I don't care. Raise your hand if this is coming out better than you thought it would. Remember when I explained at the beginning, I said it looks like but we're going to do one piece at a time. The background, the mane, the pieces, the different tiny pieces, and then at the end it's a lion. Is this really a lion? No. These are shapes and colors that remind you of a lion. We just made shapes and colors. Okay, now we need our is there all the white covered except for the nose and the eyes, right? Where's our baby paintbrush? And I have to go get mine. Remember I said I had to get mine. Find your baby paintbrush. Okay, got mine. Tiny paintbrush. And she's tiny, pretty good. But I get my black. And here's the trick. We're going to stab our black paint and then wipe it off. How come? We're going to use the moisture in our paintbrush to make it smooth. Because mine sticks out a little bit. So I go stab with my black. Then I get my paper towel. pinch it. And the moisture, we don't have a water cup, right? The moisture, pinch, perfectly smooth and little, right? So I get, oh, pointy, pointy. Just like when your hair is wet, sticks everything together, right? Now, who sees this weird nose, right? So it's a triangle with a nostril piece. Does that make sense? That and that. Okay? So I go, all right. So how much black do I need for a tiny little thing like that? A speck. So I get my teeny tiny paintbrush and a speck. But wait, how do I outline with black paint? I'm scared. It's permanent. You know how to do this? Watch. I land inside her nose and my paintbrush will go boop. And then I sneak up an edge, up to the edge, and outline with that one hair. It's still the same. So watch. I land in the middle. Sorry, let me get closer. I land, smash, and then I sneak up with one hair. Oh, there's her nostril piece. Woohoo! It's like a little lowercase n. Oh, I made mine crooked. Outline. Only one hair does all the work. Noses. How about eyeballs? How much paint do I need for a tiny little eyeball? Speck! Okay, eyeball, it's a triangle. Oh, I didn't have enough paint. I went to do the push the paint thing, so it would open and paint with. I didn't have enough, so it didn't open. Dumb. Okay, so I land in the middle of her eye, and like one hair, okay, and then, okay. See, I forget sometimes. And then, what about her ear hole? Well, it's a lowercase n, but I land in her ear, and I let one hair sneak up, and I'm staring at that one hair to make a letter N. Flat bottom. Good job. And what did we learn about our paintbrush? Remember when we push hard, it gets really big? Even this baby paintbrush gets bigger when you smash, right? What if I want a teeny little line for his mouth? Do I push hard? If I push hard, it's too thick. So I'm going to try to do it very soft so it stays tiny. So I clean my paintbrush, not for the color, but so it will be pointier. Pinch. Look, now it has a point. And then how much black? A speck. And should I go like this? Look, scribble, 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 scribble. No. So watch me. Everybody watch. Push pause and look up. Watch me. I touch the front of her mouth and I fall down, down, down. Am I wiggling? No, I'm pushing, 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 pushing. I know wiggling because this makes it humongous. I just very gently. Let me see it up close. So I touch it with the tip of my paintbrush. Don't push hard so it won't open. I just go pushing, 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 pushing. And it's so soft, I can almost not feel it. It's delicate, delicate. So you guys want to put your initials on it? Sign it, okay? Do not try to write your name because we're going to write in paint. And paintbrushes will not make swirls and curls. It just make capital letter initials, okay? I promise you, otherwise it will look silly, right? So I'm telling you in advance. So I go poke, and I just put a, and then I could put dash 20 for 2020, right? Oh, see? I couldn't make an O. I told you. I'm gonna try again. Oh, they can't make the swirl of the two. Arr! I told you, it's very difficult to do initials. Signing your name, when you're an artist, you actually practice writing it with a good paintbrush, a teeny tiny paintbrush, and you practice over and over because you can't even read it. It looks like a schmear. But initials, we can all read initials. So who felt like they did a good job? Is it better than you thought it would be? Let's check for 3D, right? So look at your background. Do you have dark, medium, light? Right? Dark, medium, light, dark. How about our mane? Do you have dark areas, medium areas, light areas? How about her face? Dark areas, light areas, medium areas? I'm gonna sneeze. Okay. Who feels good about that? Who doesn't like their edges of something? Like around your triangle, right? I would get a little finger out and get a speck of caramel, right? Watch me, right? I'm not telling you to do it over. I'm just telling you. And then I could go, I did that way too red. I'm just gonna put a blur, like, and you can hear it scratch how little paint I'm put. Okay, calm down. I didn't like that right there. Or, oh, right there, like that. But it's just such a little bit of paint, tiny little touch up. Okay, good job, you guys. You did a beautiful job. Are you guys proud of yourself? Nice. Can you show it? Can you turn around and show everybody? And then we can get a screen grab.
Yeah, Kyra, you can show, and everyone show your pictures because Miss A wants to take a picture, a screenshot of it.
Guys did a good job.